603-936-3021 or visit us online at nrgfoam.com for more information. NRG Spray Foam. Building green, living green.
This message was from a proud sponsor to KNLY 91.1 FM.
We are broadcasting live from the Woodlands, Texas to the world. You're listening to the only multimedia FM station in Houston, Texas. Your Fusion Radio. Top 40s, dance, Latin, country, pop, rock and roll. All in one station. Mixing genres and generations. You're listening to KNLY New Waverly, Texas. 91.1 FM, The Boss.
The program presented or submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM and its affiliates.
Good morning, and God bless you. We're having a fantastic Friday here at KNLY 91.1 The Boss, and I'm excited about my guest because I love the vehicles and what I call the engines of life that God uses to connect people. Met this gentleman, at an NIA event with Stacey Harris. And this gentleman has a heart for what he does. And so I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Andy Snyder, and he's going to share a little bit about his wonderful business, Window Genie. So introduce yourself this morning, sir.
Andy with Window Genie, and of course, our tagline is "We clean windows and a whole lot more." So been doing it for almost 5 years now, and love what I do.
When people hear, windows, but one of the things I love about your overall vision, saying that you all do a whole lot more, give them some specifics in relations to what it is that you do in relations to the whole lot more. I'm sure they get the windows,
Sure.
But because I'm going to share some things with them that I have in my hands, but I want you to actually begin to share with them what it is that you do outside of windows.
Yeah, well, of course, we clean windows, but we live in Houston. A lot of rain, it's a humid environment, so we have mold, mildew, things get dirty. So we do house washing, it's a soft wash. We do roof washes. We do pressure washing for flat surfaces, concrete, driveways, decks, things like that. We clean gutters, and we also do window tinting. Of course, this time of year in Houston can get a little uncomfortable, and oftentimes, putting up some tint can make a tremendous difference in your home. So we do that as well. And then in the fall, we do holiday lights as well, and that's always fun for us.
Wow. Okay, so you're the person that takes the time out to literally string people's holiday lights. Seriously.
Absolutely. Well, we actually use our own lights.
Okay.
Everything is custom made for your roof line. I
Wow.
buy the material in bulk, 1,000-foot spools of socket wire. So it's very neat installation. It's customized for your roof line. There's no hanging wires. Everything's tucked away neatly. We provide its turnkey service. So from timers to any extension cords, all of that. And we always say, let us do what you don't want to do. Most people don't want to go up 2 stories to hang those lights. So we can do that. If you want to put the blow-up Santa Claus in your front lawn, that's fine. But let us do the things that you don't want to do.
I'm always amazed at companies that goes the extra mile for their customer or clients. And I've been saying this for a while and still trying to get people to be able to determine or distinguish the difference between a customer and a client. Mm-hmm. That customer may patronize your place, periodically, but that relationship that you build with that client is ongoing. And you doing the things that you're doing in regards to not just washing windows or cleaning windows, right. That has to set you apart from any other business that's out here. Here's my question for you. 5 years in existence, how do you, and it's going to be probably easy for you to answer, but how do you go from probably, and I'm certain that you did, corporate America, working for someone else, to now being the boss and employing others?
Yeah, the environment has changed. There's no guarantees in that corporate world anymore, and I felt a lot more comfortable being in charge of my own destiny. Window Genie's actually a franchise, and did a lot of homework trying to find the right fit for me. And when I came across Window Genie, was just thoroughly impressed. First and foremost with the people.
Okay.
The organization, Window Genie's been around for over 25 years.
Wow.
Based out of Cincinnati, Ohio, approximately 140 locations around the U.S. So the support that you get with that franchise system, with fellow owners and what have you, is tremendous. So glad to be part of that team and part of that organization. But also, what we do, it's a service that people need. We're all busy. We have someone cut our grass. We have someone come in and clean our home. We want to keep it looking nice. Who's going to take care of the outside?
The outside.
So
the thing that we don't want to do.
Right.
I am, like I said, I'm always amazed how God, puts people together, gives, what I consider and what the word talks about is witty inventions and the power and the ability to get wealth. But meeting people at the NIA, the Network in Action, it is not the end goal, though we all get in business for the financial aspect. But every person that I've come across that I bring on this platform, their customer, their client is first. I want you to share with them the packet that you brought me.
Sure.
Because I know we have the trifold, but there's a little bit more in here that most people wouldn't get when someone comes and shares information in relations to their business or their brand. So you want to take it from there?
Sure, absolutely, and we think that's important. We start out with a little brochure that has all of our information, the various services we provide. There are frequently asked questions, especially if you've never used a professional service to clean your windows or any of these other services. So, we answer some of those questions like, we're fully insured. All of our technicians are background checked and screened. They wear uniforms, things like that.
Wow.
To try to put you at ease, because we recognize that you're allowing someone to come into your home. And it's important that you feel comfortable with us and that we have that or can develop that level of trust. As a matter of fact, we're a couple of technicians doing a home today where the homeowner wasn't there, he left the key for us because we've serviced him before and we've built up that level of trust. So,
building rapport, establishing relationships, we know everything has to have its trust value to it. And that's just all across the board. But then also people feeling confident that they can refer you to someone else. A lot of business, or a lot of us thrive off of word of mouth. And then also, we use the business card as the vehicle to connect us. But I was at an event and I was the key speaker for Biz Connect. And one of the things I said to them, at the end of the day, it's you. That you have to realize that not only are you enough, but what you really bring to the table, that the customer and the client is confident in your ability. And it is not what you are presenting. At the end of the day, it's the impression that you make. So
absolutely,
I've been with you, in just an intimate setting, being able to talk about business and the concerns and what you want to see. And it wasn't about you, it was about the clients. And so that sets you apart from, my aspect. And I've actually never met, let me say this, I've never met an actual window cleaner until I met you.
Well,
until I met you.
I'm glad I could oblige.
So how do you deal with the heights? Because there's some, I don't know if some of the pictures have gone by, but you've climbed up some places and done some things that most people wouldn't dare. When I think about big buildings and people scaling on the little skyfling thing to clean those windows, I applaud you.
Well, now that particular aspect we don't really do.
Okay.
Our major focus is residential.
Okay.
And probably 90%, 95% even of what we do is residential. We do some commercial. You've seen we've done a couple of 6-story hotels and things like that, but that's renting a lift. so that we can get to those windows. We do have the proper safety equipment. All of our technicians have gone through the OSHA safety training, so they're very comfortable, they're very safe. But we primarily focus on residential. And again, the other thing is we're fully insured. So God forbid if something were to happen as a homeowner, you don't have to worry about something that may happen on your property and being responsible for it. So
there you are again, going the extra mile and setting the standard. I was just sitting here while you were sharing, and I started thinking about when I was a kid. It was nothing for me to climb up the backside of my mother's home and get on the roof and play hide and go see and all that stuff, clean out the gutters with my dad. You couldn't pay me to get up there now. I mean, I remember being a kid and I could do all of the, as you get older, from amusement parks and rides and climbing up on things with height, but I'll get on an airplane in a minute. You don't have to worry about me with that. But far as climbing up, I'm certain that you cannot be afraid of heights and choose to take this kind of job.
Absolutely not. That's one of the job requirements. Actually, one of the interview questions: are you afraid of heights? Are you comfortable working on a ladder? And obviously, you can look at this, see a lot of gray, and I'm not one of the youngsters, so I'm not the guy that's up on the ladder or the roofs. But we have very skilled and qualified technicians.
Now, I know people after they've watched, not only desiring to utilize your services, but may want to get employed. Give them some information so that not only can they follow you on Facebook, Instagram, but if they're looking for employment, may need your services, I want you to have that opportunity to be able to share those things.
Sure, absolutely. We are Window Genie of North Houston. We service Spring, Woodlands. We go east to Kingwood and Humble, and then we go north and do quite a bit around the lake in Montgomery, Conroe, Willis area. So that's our general area that we cover, and that keeps us very busy. Our phone number, if you want to reach us, our main number at the office is 832-447-1313. And feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to help you, whether you're looking for a job or interested in one of our services for your home.
From start to finish, engaging, calling your company, I love from the customer service. Whoever answers that phone, that's important, because that can be the very thing that turns someone away. Yeah. But from start to finish, Class Act Window Genie, Mr. Andy Snyder, make sure before you get off, because you had some help getting all this stuff together, and I want to make sure that the missus know that we're saying hello.
Yeah. Absolutely. So this is a family operation for sure. Mm-hmm. My wife is a huge part of it. My niece Vanessa has worked for me for almost 4 years now. She's in the office, and she's the rock. She does a wonderful job. And then of course all the technicians, although not related by blood, we're like family. So feel like they're all my kids.
Vanessa made sure that I got all the information that I needed by email, because I lost all the emails that you had already sent, so we could properly prepare for you to come on. And so when you have people in your corner, your support system, and they go above and beyond, that is, I applaud your staff. That makes you shine as you continue to make everyone's home shine. It's Friday. Here's the thing. How do you deal with this? And this is my last question, I believe. No, it's not even a question. I applaud you for getting up on the ladder. I applaud you for being out in this Texas heat. The weather that I consider and call bipolar, but most important, I applaud you for the service and what you're doing for the community, as well as a part of NIA. So thank you, Mr. Snyder, for being on KNLY 91.1, The Boss, on Today's Entrepreneur. Much success to you and your business, and we'll be praying for you and yours. You all be blessed. It's Friday. Enjoy the weekend.
Happy Friday. Thank you, Orlando.
Thank you.